Hey guys, Scott here. Today I want to talk about Nicolas Cage's perks in Dead by Daylight. That's the sentence. Yeah, his perks are amazing. They are some of the most fun, stupid perks I've ever seen in my life. They are incredibly silly. They absolutely match how silly Nicolas Cage is. The fact that he's in this game, everything about this is insanely silly, and I am all for it. I think the game needs a lot more lighthearted, stupid shit like this. And oh man, are these perks dumb as shit in like the best, most endearing way. His first perk, Dramaturgy, is a Gamba machine with an exhaustion perk. What Dramaturgy does, when you are not injured, you press the dead hard button and you run half of the speed of sprint burst, 25% instead of 50 for 2 seconds. Which is a nice little boost to get in a chase. It might actually let you get to a window. It's not quite like dead hard, but occasionally it does let you get somewhere. So it's almost like a dead hard while healthy, but not quite as good. However, it has a upside or downside. After that 2 second speed burst, you can randomly scream, you can become exposed for 12 seconds, or you can get another speed burst, or you just generate an item randomly. It is one of the most batshit perks I've ever seen in my life, and it's just so funny. I just love it. It's amazing. I've had people basically kill themselves with the exposed. I've had people get away because they get a double speed burst, and it counts as an exhaustion perk as well. So I absolutely love this perk. It's so stupid, but it's fun and it is very good. It's deceptively good. A 25-second speed burst for 2 seconds is very strong. It's not, again, it's not quite on the same level as old Dead Hard getting you to a pallet or something like that, but sometimes it is the difference, like you just saw in that chase with the Sadako there. It is a difference between making a window or not. So it is sort of like an on-demand baby sprint burst, which is surprisingly good. So yes, his first perk, Dramaturgy, is amazing. The second perk he has is probably his most boring, but it's still kind of funny. It is called Scene Partner. Whenever you're in the terror radius of a killer, if you look at the killer, you just randomly scream, and then you see the killer's aura for like 6 seconds. So if you're not, if you're worried about like getting mind game at a loop or something like that, it'll let you just see them through the wall, and that's all so nice. The best part about this is though you just randomly scream at them. It's just funny. So although it's probably his weakest perk, it's just hilarious. His last perk is definitely the most fun perk, I think, in the entire game. It is called Plot Twist. It essentially allows you to kill yourself. It allows you to enter into the dying state yourself by crouching when you're injured and pressing F, I believe, which is even funnier because the button to kill yourself is F. So you drop to the ground in the dying state and you can fully recover from the dying state. While on the ground, you don't make any sound whatsoever. You don't have blood. You're basically undetectable unless the killer directly sees you. Now, if you get your full recovery up, not only are you picked up yourself, but you get fully healed as well. So you go from dying to fully healed. So I've already had scenarios where I'm in a chase, I'm getting chased, and I vault on the other side of a wall, and then I have scratches leading somewhere else, but I'm actually still back, and I just flop to the ground on purpose. And then I pick myself up. I have Unbreakable to get up even faster, and then I'm just fully healed before the killer even understands what's actually happening. Now, a thing to note is solo queue is going to suck ass for about a week after Nicolas Cage comes out, because you're going to have people using this perk very incorrectly, and they're just going to essentially be killing themselves, and the killer is just going to go, hey, look, a guy on the ground. Also, killers are going to bring Deerstalker the first week this comes out. So I would be hesitant to use this perk at the start. It's extremely funny. You can do hilarious shit with it. I have a clip where I killed myself on the floor and made a Wesker fly over me and fly out a window. You can just do incredibly funny shit with it. The amount of combos that are with this, I can't even fathom it yet. You can dodge Myers' Tombstone. You can avoid giving someone Save the Best for Last Acts. You can avoid Jolt. You can avoid things like Eruption proccing from a hit. You can, there's just so many things that I can't even begin thinking about that I need to actually spend a couple of days thinking about the possibilities for this perk. Because there are legitimately so many possible things you can get from being able to enter the dying state yourself. You can For the People someone, which puts you into injured, which allows you to use this perk. So you can For the People someone, drop yourself on the ground under a pallet or something like that. You can't get picked up. You fully heal yourself. That guy's fully healed. Like, there are so many combinations. You can use Power Struggle with Flip Flop in this perk. So if you're in a chase, you drop yourself at the pallet. If the killer's on the other side of the loop, by the time they get to you, you're in a Power Struggle mode, so they can't pick you up, but they can't wait either, or you're fully healed. Like, again, there are so many things that you can do putting yourself into the dying state intentionally that I'm so excited to mess with this perk. Are any of them overpowered? If anything, Dramaturgy would be his strongest perk because 25% controllable speed burst. But again, it's half the speed of sprint burst, and it's also for less time. So I don't know if it's going to be overpowered yet. It's funny as shit, though. The important takeaway from this is that they're just fun. They're just really fun, stupid, goofy perks. And I love that. I will take perks like this, even if they're bad, every day of the week over, like, you run X% faster while injured or whatever. This shit is so funny. I was laughing harder than I've laughed in such a long time with these perks. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Again, your first week of solo queue will be miserable. Everyone's going to be killing themselves with dramaturgy and plot twist. It's going to suck ass. But you're also going to be laughing the entire time. So I think Nicolas Cage is probably, this is such a weird sentence, probably the best survivor they've added so far. His perks are absolutely incredible. And you should very much look forward to playing him if you haven't gotten a chance to play him on the PTB. He is a lot of fun.